what you said. Well, it's weird being out of frame.
Oh, are we live, as my Spanish-speaking friends would say?
Sure.
I really don't think that's the word for live, but, you know. Are you going headphoneless to support me right now?
Well, it's going to be kind of weird if you didn't have headphones and I did. So.
Appreciate it. Thanks, man. Love you. I forgot my headphones today. Like a knuckle butt. And,
The fact that you just used the term knuckle butt.
Yeah, what is that?
My Kindle.
You have a Kindle?
I do now.
When did you get that?
Yes. The Sunday?
Oh.
Apparently my family had like 5 of them, so
they just... Here, have a Kindle.
Yeah. Well, wasn't it you I was telling my dad wants like a tablet, but that he can put a... So, since he wants that, he gave me this. I was like, cool, I'll put comics on it. And then I was sitting there and I was like, I should use this for podcast stuff.
Yeah. That's a cool little, like, note haver.
And apparently it wants me to play solitaire.
Oh, that's like calling you out on your loneliness. Like, here, play solitaire.
I'm not lonely. That's
I know.
The beauty of it.
I'm kidding. Okay.
Hi.
What's crack-lacking? So, let's see. Where do we start here?
So, I mean, clearly we're going to talk about Marvel.
Yeah, holy shit.
Do we have anything that's not Marvel to talk about? Because I feel like Marvel's going to take up a lot of the time.
Let's just go with Marvel. Let's just do that. Let's just start off with that. So 10 new projects announced, right? To be released before the end of the year 2021.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty excited about most of them, I'd say. So, I think the most important thing we need to acknowledge as far as this goes is that there's a new streaming service that's coming into the mix.
Yep.
Okay?
It's about to fuck some shit up, too.
Yeah. So, this Disney streaming service...
Disney Plus.
Yeah, Disney Plus. That's where a lot of these things are going to be exclusively available.
Yep.
I like that you have the timeline picture. That's dope. I just have their Instagram up of all the different ones.
No. I located it before you got here, like I said.
Good call. Preparation.
Using the Kindle.
The Kindle. The tools for success.
Yeah. I mean, it helps that I knew what our topic of conversation was.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
So I was able to research.
But, what's the first one on that timeline?
Black Widow. Yep. May 1st?
May 1st, 2020?
2020.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay,
let's just go off of that. Let's just start with that. It's about fucking time she gets her own movie, right?
Yeah.
Come on. Like, we got a little taste of that origin story. I think it was in Civil War. Maybe? Was it Civil War? I don't know.
Honestly, all these movies like mesh together, so I can't piece like what part is from which movie.
Yeah, whatever one where like him and like Bruce Banner and Black Widow had like the thing. You know, got a little bit of the origin story where she was like in the house as a kid and you know being trained as an assassin and whatnot as a kid. But that's all we really got.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll get some cool origin story stuff. And you know what I fucking love about this? David Harbour's in it. I don't know what he is, but he's in it. He's right here as one of the cast members, and he's the second listed cast member right behind Scarlett Johansson. So fucking
be a big role.
Detective Hopper, man, is in Black Widow.
Yeah.
That's where he went, I think. He didn't actually die. He just
got
zapped into the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That'd be an interesting crossover.
Yeah, right?
Stranger Things is a, Netflix thing.
Oh.
Dude, Netflix is about to get raped.
Dude, for real.
Like, no joke. Think of all the Disney stuff that's on Netflix.
Yeah. Anything that Disney owns or touches is going to go straight to Disney Plus, probably. Yeah. So, you're talking anything Marvel, anything Star Wars, Disney movies, anything that was on the Disney Channel. So much.
I had it here.
Like
there was like a list of all the stuff that was going to be on there.
It's gonna be insane.
Maybe I left it in the browser. I did. So the Disney Plus is going to be $6.99 a month or $69.99 for the year, which I mean,
whatever,
saves you absolutely nothing. But
yeah.
I love when they word it like that though.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, it's $69 for the annual. It's like, okay, but that doesn't save me anything. So we'll launch in November, and it will be the home to Marvel, Star Wars, Disney, and Pixar films.
Oh yeah, Pixar.
So Pixar is, because I was like, there's one more that we're forgetting. Pixar is another one that, I mean, if you think about it, that's
a shitload
of fucking movies.
A shitload of Disney movies since, the 90s.
Yeah.
Late 90s. Alright. So, Black Widow getting her own movie. Dope. David Harbour being in it. Even better. I love it. I'm really stoked about that.
Yeah.
What's next on that timeline?
The Falcon and Winter Soldier.
The Falcon and Winter Soldier. Fuck yes. Okay.
That is going to be a Disney Plus.
Yes, so that's going to be a series, and it's going to have the actual cast members from the movie. Anthony Mackie, who is Falcon, but now is Captain America, the Captain America Falcon, kind of, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
And what I like about the logo too is they play to that.
Right. Like
they go to. He now has the shield, so he's kind of taking over.
He's now the acting Captain America, I guess. Yeah. So that's going to be cool. It's going to be cool to see that. And Sebastian Stan staying the Winter Soldier. Cool.
Are you sure that it's a series, though?
An original series with Anthony Mackie, Sebastian Stan, and Daniel Bruhl.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You were reading, the description, too.
Yeah.
Well, because a couple of these, when I looked at this photo for the first time, I see Disney Plus, Disney Plus, Disney Plus. I know... What If is going to be a series, but WandaVision, Loki, Hawkeye, they're all going to Disney Plus, and so
right,
it's like, are those all going to be series or
right? All the descriptions are here, so we'll be able to get through it and figure it out. Fuck, what was I going to say? These series that they're going to have, they're going to blow the current Marvel Netflix series straight out of the water.
Oh, I don't know.
They're going to be so much better.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, the ones that are out now are amazing. Well, not all of them, but
dude, Punisher's fucking dope.
Yeah, Punisher was good. I like Daredevil. I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't finish Iron Fist or Luke Cage or Jessica Jones because they all sucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and it's because you're getting these big characters too.
Yeah, you're getting real Marvel production.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be dope. Oh. Okay, what's next?
The Sleep Eternals. I can remember that.
Eternals. Okay.
I don't know a whole lot about that one.
Me neither. It's a movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Comes out in November.
Yeah, and it is freaking loaded as far as the cast goes. Two names that pop out. Dude, Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek.
Interesting.
Right? So, I don't really know what the Eternals is. Let's Google it.
I don't either, honestly. That's why I was like, I have no idea what the Eternals is.
Okay. The Eternals are a fictional species of humanity appearing in American comic books published by Marvel Comics. They are described as an offshoot of the evolutionary process that created sentient life on Earth.
So it sounds like they're basically gods in a way. It makes me think of Greek mythology and the belief in several different gods and all that stuff. So I think, like I said, I know nothing about the Eternals. I mean, there's a couple here that I don't fully know, but that's definitely one of them.
Okay, As far as the movie's plot is concerned, the Chloe Zhao directed film will explore the saga of the Eternals, a race of superpowered immortal beings who have clandestinely lived on Earth and helped shape landmark events in history, as well as change the course of civilization as we know it. Ahead, we're breaking down all the characters who appear in Eternals and who's playing them, so buckle up. Okay. That's interesting because that's going to make it so that the timeline could be anywhere in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because if they've been all through history, they could put them anywhere in the timeline from the Marvel movies. They can drop them in the middle of, shit. They can involve it in, like, the original Captain America during the war. They could throw it somewhere in the Iron Man timeline. They could throw it somewhere in the Spider-Man timeline. They could go anywhere with this.
It's a lot of potential, too.
Yeah.
Well, because really cool. One of my thoughts about this whole thing is... woo! Yeah, woo!
MC Spank 47?
Is that what this is?
I think that's what
I need new prescriptions so bad.
What's up, MC? Or maybe it's Mix Spank. I like that better.
I like Mix Spank. Mix Spank works a lot better. But like some of these, like, okay, so the Falcon and Winter Soldier, like, do you think somewhere in there they're going to reference and have an old Captain America? I mean, that's the thought process I'm having. Like, they play these movies like
it is Mix Spank.
Yeah.
Nice.
They obviously had the big ending, and he goes through time and gives the shield away.
Yeah.
But it's like, just for that reference, does he make a quick guest appearance, kind of like Stanley with his cameos,
Maybe. I don't know, man, because I think you'd have, like, in order to figure this out, I feel like we'd have to look under, like, contractual obligations.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Because I think Chris Evans is done, as far as I know, and the old Captain America wasn't exactly Chris Evans. They use his likeness, but it's just CGI old ass man of him.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, and I guess that's one thing that fans always forget. Like, I never think of that. I don't think of, like, oh, contract's over, so that's why you're not gonna see him anymore.
Yeah.
Me, I'm a fan. I'm like, no, bring him the fuck back.
Yeah.
I want a guest appearance for like 5 minutes, and then he can be on his way.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be cool.
I want closure.
Yeah. And so did Steve Rogers, okay? That's why he did what he did. Okay. So we did... Dude, so Eternal sounds like it could be a really cool movie.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those things where, like, I really don't know much about it going into it. Kind of like I felt about Guardians of the Galaxy. And... Like, not many people knew too much about Guardians of the Galaxy when it first came out. And it ended up being one of the better...
Yeah, I was like, that's probably still one of my favorite Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Like, it was just...
really good.
And maybe that was part of it, was I went into it not knowing anything about it. So, watching this movie, I'm just like, oh shit. Like,
yeah.
I didn't see that coming because I didn't know anything about it, kind of thing. So, that could be what the Eternals is all about, too.
What's next on the timeline, bro?
Shang-Chi.
Okay.
Which, according to what I've been reading, he's a martial artist.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like he has any, like, superpowers. He just knows kung fu.
Okay. And it's a movie.
Yeah.
Coming out in February 2021. And yeah, okay, yeah. It just looks like it might be a Marvel Kung Fu type thing. Maybe this could be the introduction of Iron Fist.
True. I mean, I'm not...
Do you see anything that, like, includes anything with Iron Fist in it?
No.
No?
Oh, and then as I say no, I read including White Tiger, Iron Fist, and the Daughter of the Dragon.
Huh. Yeah, maybe this will include Iron Fist and maybe link that up somehow. That'd be interesting.
Well, it doesn't say anything about Iron Fist and him being like training together, or like him being like, you know, Iron Fist mentor or anything like that. It just says that at times there's crossovers between him and other martial artist style superheroes. Gotcha. So, I mean, it's definitely possible.
Iron Fist could be a good addition to the movies. Yes, agreed, but as long as it's not the same one who did.
I want a different Iron Fist. Yeah. I wasn't a fan of his acting.
No.
That was part of the whole TV series for me. Was sitting there watching, I was just like, I can't stand the way this guy acts, like portrays his character. It just
I didn't like it at all either. Alright, so Shang-Chi.
Yep.
Next on the timeline.
After that is going to be, it looks like WandaVision.
WandaVision!
Which apparently is going to be a series as well.
Okay, and it has the original characters. Elizabeth Olsen, Paul Bettany.
Yep. I don't know anything as far as the story, because
Vision's dead.
Vision is dead.
So,
but is he? You know, like he's one of those characters. Like you could bring back his likeness, and there's ways to write it off. Like, oh, his mind is a machine. Like we just took the machine, put it in a new body, and you have your new Vision.
Yeah.
But he's not gonna have any powers. Like the stone was what gave him his powers, right?
Right.
Or did he have it and he just was protecting the stone? That's why he had it. But I thought it was the stone that gave him his powers.
Yeah.
And they took the stone from him. When he died.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Without the stone, all he really is just an AI.
Yeah.
He's just an artificial intelligence.
Yeah. He's just a machine, and I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be some sort of love story.
Yeah, because you know that when they were like hiding out in what was it, Infinity War? It's just Wanda and Vision. They're like overseas somewhere.
Yeah, and he's like disguised. He changes his appearance to be more human.
Yeah, maybe that's where that
picks up.
That timeline lands is like while they're there, like what was going on in that time frame before Infinity War. Maybe that's what it'll be.
Which would be interesting. I mean,
Wanda's a BA.
Dude, to me, she's always that character. You're like, you could literally destroy everything. Why?
Why don't you?
Why wait so long? You know, like
like, dude, she comes in at the end of Endgame and fucks shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, and she's supposed to be considered like one of the most powerful witches in the Marvel universe. Yeah. Comic universe, or cinematic, it doesn't matter. She's considered to be one of the most powerful witches, and so you're just kind of sitting there watching these movies with her in them, and you're like, why aren't you doing anything? Like, you have all this power, and you're just so afraid to use it. It drove me nuts.
Yeah.
But in Endgame, when she like comes down and starts fucking shit up, goosebumps. Fucking goosebumps. Probably one of my favorite scenes. I love that scene.
It was a good one. All the women of Marvel, so good. All right.
Which to me, still kind of a funny scene, because like Captain Marvel, like they portray it like these women are gonna help her break through. The bitch is powerful. Like she just flies through everything.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was just kind of Marvel's way of saying, hey, like we support strong female leads as well, kind of thing. Because realistically, Captain Marvel did not need that help. Like Captain Marvel was fine without it.
True. You're right. Tell me it's next. This is the one I'm actually kind of really excited about.
I'm really excited about this one after reading about it. It is Doctor Strange.
Fuck yeah.
And the Multiverse of Madness, which is cool to me because it's being portrayed as Marvel's first horror movie.
Fuck yeah.
Like their first like scary movie, and I cannot wait.
That's what I'm excited about too.
Yeah, because that's definitely something that you don't see from Marvel. Nope. They don't go that like creepy, just eerie, horror genre. I won't say it's horror because the main character isn't a serial killer, which to me is what kind of makes a horror movie, or like a entity, a spirit, a demon, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm really interested to see, and because it does take place in the multiverses.
Fuck yeah.
So you're gonna see all sorts of shit.
So many weird things.
Which is gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be super cool, and I think that's what they needed. They needed to flip the script when it came to Doctor Strange, because the origin movie was okay.
Yeah.
You know.
That was definitely another origin movie that I was watching, and I just go, they have this just so you know about him.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't anything special. It wasn't like, oh my god, this is amazing. Oh, like, that's a, like, badass story. It was, to me, it was like Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel, they made that movie just so you could understand where she came from and how she's connected with the whole Avengers thing. And, you know, it served the purpose of giving you a way to realize how she's a part of this whole thing.
Right.
But to me, that still was just a basic movie. It wasn't all that great. So.
Yeah. You know, I'm actually excited for the Doctor Strange movie now.
I am too.
This is cool. And then, what's even more cool about it, Elizabeth Olsen. It's gonna be her. Vision.
Minus stone equals Lieutenant Commander Data. Oh yeah. Yeah, so he's basically just a walking AI without the stone.
Yeah.
But
but having Scarlet Witch in there with Doctor Strange, just like the two of them being the main characters in that.
Yeah.
Sick. Especially if it's gonna be a horror movie. That I think that's the two best ones to have.
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, and I think that's the best, I guess, you know, universe or, you know, type of character, like a witch and basically a warlock.
Yeah.
Like, they're both fucking wizards.
Yeah.
And that just kind of plays into the whole, like, you know, different dimensions, creepy, eerie shit, you know, spirits and entities that come and start fucking with shit. I think that those are probably the best two characters just for that sole purpose alone.
Hey, we got somebody watching from Brazil. Hi. That's kind of cool.
All the way from Brazil.
So yeah, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Very excited for it.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of potential there. What's next on the timeline?
Loki. Which that'll be an interesting one too.
It's a series.
Yeah.
It's a series. Which I think he deserves.
Yeah.
You know?
I do. And what's funny is, like, not only does he portray Loki really well, but he got such a backing. Like, people fucking love him.
Oh yeah.
Like, for essentially a villain.
Yeah.
Like, people want more Loki. And that's what's crazy. I was watching a little, like, video of, like, you know, the most shocking appearances at Comic-Con. Like, the top 10, and, you know, it's who's the guy? I can't think of his name. He plays Walter White.
Oh yeah.
And like, he went to Comic-Con.
Bryan Cranston.
Yes, Bryan Cranston. So he's walking around Comic-Con with a
Walter White
mask in the outfit, and then he goes up on stage and, like, takes it off, and it's actually him.
Yeah.
So it was just these little clips of, like, the most shocking appearances, and the one where Loki shows up. You know. He's a trickster. Yep, that he is.
This person from Brazil just said, KKK, it's crazy, KKK, bye. Alright.
Cool.
Word. See you later.
Alrighty then. I forgot what I was saying.
Shocking.
Yeah, and that was the thing. It was, he shows up as Loki.
Yeah.
And people fucking lost their mind. Like, he has a backing, and so I definitely think he deserves, at the very least, a series.
Yeah.
I think that it'd be cool to see a movie, but I think a series is going to work better for him.
Yeah.
Just because he's kind of all over the place, and it's probably easier to
cut it up into smaller stories.
To change it up a bit if it's a series instead of a movie.
Yeah. I wonder how they're going to they're gonna portray him, because obviously he has a backing and he's been on both sides of the spectrum as far as like good guy, bad guy.
Yeah.
Right. Is he gonna be doing good or not in the series? And that's what I'm interested to see. Are we gonna still like back him? Are we gonna still like, be on his side?
Mm-hmm.
Or are we gonna be like, man, this motherfucker? You know what I mean?
I think it's gonna be the exact same way as the movies. I think he's gonna be back and forth, and I think he's gonna have the protagonists and villains and all these people that when villains are doing well in the series, all of a sudden Loki's the oh, let me help you, I'm an evil person. But then when they're not, he goes back to the, oh well, I tricked him and I'm helping you kind of thing. And I want to see that. I don't want him to be like one side or the other, because that's one thing about Loki. Even outside of the Marvel universe, you look at, once again, old mythologies and stuff, Loki is portrayed as the trickster that doesn't sit on one side of the fence. He kind of jumps back and forth because he just wants what he wants and he doesn't want to get in trouble for anything.
Yeah.
So I hope that they keep it that way. I hope he stays the way that he is.
Fair enough.
Next is What If.
What If?
Which, holy shit. You want to talk about casting?
Yeah.
I mean, it's an animated series, so it's a little easier because, you can negotiate a lot easier for voice acting rather than actually portraying yourself on screen and having to put in, all this work to get the right mix of it. But essentially, any Marvel Cinematic Universe character that is in this animated series is being voiced by the person that portrayed them in the cinematic universe.
That's dope.
I mean, if you look at the list, actually, I had it.
Well, I mean, while you're looking for that, it's interesting because this is going to be the first animated series as far as like this Marvel Cinematic Universe goes.
Yeah.
So there's going to be, that's going to be a strange area of continuity. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
With the animated series mixing in with the live action. Oh, that's what I was on just now.
Yeah, this is the wrong one. I had another one that I feel it had like a list of everybody that's going to be in it.
That's cool.
Oh, here's the massive voice cast for Marvel's animated series What If. But they went through and like, okay, so like Ant-Man, Paul Rudd as Ant-Man. You got Michael Douglas as Hank. I mean, you go through Captain America. You got Peggy Carter, still played by Haley Atwell. Nice. I mean, you look at these characters, and Thor, Chris Hemsworth's still there.
Tom Hiddleston's
Loki. They even have Natalie Portman as Jane Foster. I
Dude,
mean,
Jeff Goldblum is the Grandmaster?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So, I mean, you look at, and Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. I mean...
Wait, dude, time out, go back.
On which one?
They still have Taika Waititi as Korg, yeah.
Yep.
Dude, so funny. But fucking hilarious.
That's that's what's awesome about this series is the fact that they're going to be portrayed by the same voices that you've gotten used to hearing.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing is, I'm sorry, but when I think of Thor, I think of Chris Hemsworth. I hear his voice. So if I go watch an animated series now and it's not him doing the voice, I'm going to be like, this is kind of weird to me. It's going to take some getting used to. Like, and this was something I talked to my buddy Lex about. I was just like, dude, they need to keep the voices because you get used to it, If you ever hear Iron Man again, like...
It's got to be Tony Stark. It's got to be Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, like you're just so used to hearing his voice and associating it with Iron Man that now if it's not, it's just weird.
Right.
So I don't think he's in this. I think him and Captain America both. But they do, like, even the smaller characters, like Peggy Carter and stuff like that. I mean, she had her series, right?
Oh yeah.
There was that Peggy
Agent
Carter.
Carter, yeah.
Agent Carter. But I think it's cool that they're even keeping the smaller side characters as the people that you've gotten used to.
McSpank has a question. Now that Disney has acquired the MCU assets Fox once held, what are you guys most excited about seeing on the big screen? Oh shit.
I mean, if I'm being honest, and it's because I haven't seen like a full set from Marvel for this, but for me, X-Men is gonna be like a big one.
Oh yeah, get some.
Like when they start remaking X-Men and getting some like of the more popular characters, because like I think it was I don't think Wolverine was on Marvel when they were making those Wolverine movies.
No.
Like he's still on Fox. So
Yeah.
I mean, Wolverine is the biggest X-Men name known in history.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
I think that seeing that portrayed with, how whatever route they decide to take is going to be really cool.
Yeah, they're still making X-Men movies with this current timeline that they have though, because Dark Phoenix just came out. Flopped from what I heard.
I didn't even see it.
Yeah,
I had no interest.
I'm actually, what I'm most excited for is something that we're going to be talking about. Because a lot of people are going to realize now that this is a thing. I think you probably know what I'm talking about. What's next on the timeline after What If?
Hawkeye, which apparently is going to be another series.
No, it's not on your timeline.
Oh yeah, no, that wasn't on this timeline because that's not considered part of like the Avengers.
Oh, the Avengers timeline.
Thing.
Okay, well
yeah, because if you look at all these are somehow associated with like the Avengers timeline. That one isn't, so it got its own like separate thing. Right. This, because if you look, I have the actual photo. It's like all the Avenger cast and characters down below because they were talking about it as they were announcing all this.
All right, so I'll talk about what I'm most excited about now, since it doesn't get involved in the Avengers timeline.
Yeah.
But I feel like so many people still don't realize that Blade is a Marvel character.
Yeah.
And they announced that they've got a new one coming.
Mm-hmm. Much needed too.
Yeah, dude.
The last Blade was how long ago?
Fuck if I know.
And it was Wesley Snipes, right?
Yeah, Wesley Snipes.
And
so I think that, a brand new true Marvel adaptation of Blade is much needed and is going to be so fucking sweet.
Yeah.
And it'd be really cool if they got Wesley Snipes to do a cameo.
That would be cool. I would agree with that. Even though when he did it, it was still under Fox, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
So if they could make that happen, that'd be really cool, too.
And, like, even the Hulk movies, they had, like, the Marvel tag at the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Blade movies did.
No, they didn't.
So
in the Blade movies, they were made... I mean, the Blade movies came out before, like, Iron Man and shit. Before Marvel, like, blew up, and they had that intro.
Yeah.
So I think that Blade was it was like Spawn was. They made it like a movie. They didn't say, oh, this is based off a comic, all this stuff. They just made the movie and said, here you go, whereas now it's, oh, this is based off of a comic, you should know that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for the Blade one too. I was a fan of Wesley Snipes when he did it. I think the third one, Blade Trinity, I think is what it's called, is still my favorite, and I think it's just because it's got Ryan Reynolds in it. That motherfucker's funny. So.
Okay. That being said, this guy just asked who we think would be a good cast as Blade. Well, they already have it casted. Oh goodness. Blade is from the time when movie studios were comic curious. Yeah, he was a really good character for them to dip their toe into the water. Yeah, true, for sure. Well, forgive me if I fuck up his name. Mahershala Ali, I think is how you say it.
Yeah.
But
he was cast as Blade.
Yeah, he's casted as Blade, and he already has a lot of involvement in Marvel movies and TV shows. He was the Prowler, and Uncle Aaron in the Spider-Verse, which to date is probably my favorite Marvel movie ever. Don't worry, I'm not biased.
Yeah. Not at
And
all.
then he was Cottonmouth in the Luke Cage series. He was a bad guy.
Yep.
So that was kind of fucking cool. And yeah, Spider-Verse is awesome. I don't know, man. He's a great actor. I like this guy. He has a lot of he does a lot of really cool things. I've seen him a whole bunch of shit that I can't even think of right now.
Isn't he kind of like a like smaller dude? Like he's not beefy, is he?
No, he's not big.
So what I'm curious, because to me Blade has always been kind of like this, just like ripped dude, not big, not like he's gonna go lift 1,000 pounds, but he's been like ripped, you know?
Right.
So I'm curious to see kind of if they're gonna get him in shape for that.
He probably will. I would assume so, because all these, they're all, again, I'm going to talk about contractual obligation. All of these actors, they have a specific diet and workout routine that is put into place in their contracts by Marvel or whoever.
Well, yeah.
Like, even Mark Ruffalo, like, he had, like, a routine that he had to follow.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even, he wasn't Thor. He wasn't, Captain America.
Yeah.
He was wearing a fucking baggy ass flannel hat most of the time, and then he turned into Hulk, and that's all CGI. So
yeah,
but yeah, it'll be interesting. I really like this guy as the cast. So and I really need to trust Marvel casting.
Yeah, I mean they they for the most part kill it. Most of the
I'll be sure to check out your future video streams. Cool.
Thanks,
Nick Spain, thanks for watching. Just look it up on YouTube afterward, because we upload it to YouTube, or you can listen to it on Spotify or iTunes.
Yep.
See you later, bro.
Later.
But yeah, so this guy is a really good cast, I think. I'm excited for that.
And I agree with that, and that to me is another thing that Marvel always does really well. They cast really well.
Yeah.
And what's funny is, like, there's even sometimes where you're like, are you sure about that? And then you go watch it and you're like, okay, yeah, you guys were sure about that and it was worth it, kind of thing. Another thing about it is there's not really anybody that stands out to me that, you're just like, oh shit, you would be like a good fucking Blade.
Right.
Like Deadpool to me, always been kind of a Ryan Reynolds thing.
Yeah.
And it's not just because I get a lady boner for the Ryan Reynolds, okay?
It's more than just a lady boner. It's a full-blown gay boner.
But the characters that he plays in his movies are always sarcastic and just one-liners, like, out the ass. And that's Deadpool.
Out the ass, for sure.
But, that's Deadpool right there.
Yeah.
So, just watching his movies that have nothing to do with that, I was like, man, he'd be really good as a Deadpool. To me, there's not somebody like that for Blade. There's not somebody that I'm just like, you know what? They'd be fucking just badass as Blade.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like, okay, this may sound totally fucked up, but like when I think about like the casting for Blade, like it obviously has to be a black actor, right? Just
because of the character.
Yeah, that's just the character. And I'm just thinking about like, dude, they fucking loaded their Black Panther cast. Like, and I don't know, I'm having a hard time like thinking outside of that cast. Like, who would be cool for that? But this guy's perfect for it.
You know
I
what
think.
I say? I say that we take what's her name? She plays Michonne. She's in Black Panther.
Oh yeah.
And we make a female Blade.
Dude, I am
Dude,
fucking
she would.
down.
That's the one I'd be like, that's her.
Yo,
do it. Like,
yo, she uses swords and everything.
I know.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Well, except in Black Panther, she uses the fucking spear.
Yeah, dude.
So
Dope.
still, I'm about it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay.
Dear Marvel.
All right. So what's next on the timeline?
Oh,
Hi, babe.
Not even looking at the
She's watching us.
timeline. That's creepy.
I'm watching you.
We said Hawkeye, right?
What did we go? We haven't gone over Hawkeye.
Oh, okay. So I said Hawkeye, but we
Yeah.
haven't talked about it. So Hawkeye is next. Hot guy is next.
Hot guy, Hawkeye.
That
All right.
look.
I
Forgot what I was doing.
So it's a series.
Yep.
And it's Jeremy Renner still. It's gonna introduce Kate Bishop as something, which you can probably look up right now. And I think the best way for me to describe how I feel about the Hawkeye series is meh.
I think it's just Hawkeye as a character. There's really nothing special about him. Like, he's an archer, that's it.
Yeah.
He got some fancy ass bows and some fancy ass arrows, and that's it.
And, yeah. He just
And-
doesn't really miss.
Because that's the thing is, like, so people are gonna go, well, Black Widow's just a martial arts expert. I'm like, yeah, martial arts expert who will whoop your ass one-on-one up close and personal, not stand back 100 yards and shoot you.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, there's not very much potential for hand-to-hand combat with Hawkeye.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I know that they have the moments where he's portrayed as being able to do that, but that's not Hawkeye.
yeah, that's not the Hawkeye we've had in the movies, at least.
I can't say Hawkeye without hearing hot guy. No. I've ruined it for myself.
Huh. What's that say about you, Cody?
That I'm looking at a very attractive male right
Oh,
now.
hey, thanks,
Oh.
man.
See what I did there? Yeah.
To-
Skills.
Totally not gay.
No homo.
No.
See? That fixes
There we
everything.
go. There we go.
Fixed.
Yeah. So yeah, Hawkeye series on Disney Plus. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And then last but certainly not least,
Thor.
yep, the only thing left.
Love and Thunder.
Yeah, and I'm the gay one.
Thug and Lunder. Okay, no. So, I just want to point out that the logo that they have for this is super cool because it just makes me think of like the old cartoon.
Well, it makes you think of just that genre.
Yeah,
and
just like
or that, not that genre, but that like era
yeah.
of cartoon.
Right,
Because if you
almost
look at like Wildcats, things like that,
Yeah,
it's
that's
the
what it looks
same
like.
font.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like Thundercats.
Yeah.
Or
That-
He-Man and
that-
She-Ra.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It was just
it's
that
cool.
era of. It's like we didn't have any other font. It was just that one font, and they always
Yeah.
put the faded colors, and
Yeah.
there it was.
So
you know?
that's fucking cool for one.
Yeah.
I love how they utilize that. The guy who voices Korg and directed the last Thor movie is directing this one as
Yeah.
well. So you
That was
know it's
big
gonna be
news.
fucking great.
Yeah, everybody was ecstatic about that.
Yeah, because the last Thor movie was fucking phenomenal,
Yeah.
dude. I laughed so hard in that movie. Laughed so fucking hard.
Yeah.
Uh,
They're definitely getting better too with their jokes.
yeah.
Like that's always kind of been a thing with Marvel since the beginning, but it's definitely getting a lot better
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
So
And not only that, but the soundtrack for that movie was outstanding too. So I'm really excited to see what they do with this. Natalie Portman is coming back, and she's gonna be Lady Thor, from what I hear. So that's gonna be fucking sweet.
Well, so here's what I'm curious about, because What If comes out before Thor.
Okay.
She's in the listings of What If as Lady Thor, or as Jane Foster.
Okay.
So, do we think that animated series is going to portray kind of her progression towards Lady Thor, or are we going to get all of that in the Thor movie?
Huh.
Because that's the thing is, like, if you think about it, if it's in the Thor movie, that's going to be kind of like an origin story within the Thor movie,
right?
Which is gonna take up time.
I think it would have to be in the Thor movie, because
which would make sense. But I feel like if they did it in the animated series, that's gonna give them more time in the movie to,
right,
portray both of them as
that's
Thor.
Gonna be so hard. Like that's what I'm thinking about. Like I was saying earlier, the continuity of these movies. Can they count on Marvel fans to watch a full series on a specific streaming service just so they can get the right continuity and understanding of the story in the movie? Especially across formats, from an animated to a live action.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe is my best guess. That's all I got for you. I mean, I know you and I, between the two of us, one of us is gonna get this. One of us is gonna get Disney Plus. We're gonna watch all these series.
I don't pay for any of my services now, so I'll probably just buy Disney Plus.
Yeah, fuck it, right? I don't know, man. I would assume that the origin story would have to come from the movie, and not the animated series.
Which, like I said,
wrong,
that makes sense, but to me, that seems like a lot of time in the movie that you have to spend explaining. You have to spend explaining that before you can jump into, because they're gonna be like fighting together as the Thors,
The Thors.
like, that's gonna be a thing. So
I now pronounce you husband and wife, the Thors. I love it. Well, I mean, when you think about the name of the movie, Love and Thunder, it kind of screams, Thor and Natalie Portman banging and her become Lady Thor. Like, I don't know. That's just what it sounds like.
It's gonna be Marvel's first X-rated movie.
I mean,
Love and Thunder.
It sounds like a porno.
It does. It really does. No, I agree with you there.
So yeah, I think it's probably an origin story for Lady Thor. That's my assumption.
So, I mean, I hope it's not just an origin story for her though. Like, I hope it's not, this is the story of it, and then like the last 15 minutes is them actually like banging it out, whatever. Fighting.
Yeah, no, I hope she becomes Lady Thor earlier on in the movie.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I guess Marvel movies nowadays are 3 hours long anyway, so it does give you time.
Yeah.
It's just, I look at origin stories and I'm just like, to do a good job explaining it, you're going to need at least an hour and a half. So half of your movie is going to be just explaining how she becomes Lady Thor.
Which, I mean, as far as origin stories go, her going from a human mortal to a god, that's going to be cool. So the hour and a half spent explaining it is probably going to be pretty fucking sweet.
Well, I'm just looking at it as, like, her in the Thor movies, it doesn't really progress towards her becoming Lady Thor.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. They're basically going to have to start from scratch and be like, they're back together hanging out and go from there.
So, what are we? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm excited for the Thor movie just because the last one was fucking dope. So
I'm excited for it too, but out of that entire list, Doctor Strange is probably top of my list for excitement.
For shizzle.
Like, it's gonna be really awesome to see them portraying just that creepy vibe, and I can't wait.
All right, so I actually have another one for you. I was saving this. Okay, so my buddy Brendan, bless his nerdy little heart, sent me this today. Actually, it's just a rumor, but it could be really dope. So the rumor is that the Fantastic Four are going to be reconnected into the Marvel Cinematic Universe through Hank Pym and the Negative Zone. Okay? According to the latest rumors, the Fantastic Four's MCU counterparts would take a page out of the Captain America franchise for their introduction and would be retconned into the MCU history. Let's see. The rumors suggest that Reed, Susan, Johnny, and Ben Grimm worked in the 60s and knew Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne and got stuck in a yet-to-be-announced realm. Marvel Studios is reportedly deciding on whether it should be the Quantum Realm or the Negative Zone. When the four escape, that's when they find themselves in the present, and apparently they've not aged. The inspiration is reportedly from Captain America being stuck in ice and Ant-Man being trapped in the Quantum Realm, and is supposedly Marvel Studios making sure the Fantastic Four have always been a part of the MCU, similar to what was done for Spider-Man and some new characters. And what's kind of cool is there's a mock-up of the Fantastic Four, and you obviously can't tell who the Thing is, but I really love what they did with this mock-up because the casting is kind of fucking cool. John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic, Emily Blunt, his wife, as the Invisible Woman, and Andrew Garfield as the Human Torch. There's a little picture there, and they look fucking great. A, I love John Krasinski. I think he's a great actor, and he can pull anything off. B, I think the Human Torch is a perfect character for Andrew Garfield because he did well as a superhero. He just wasn't believable as Peter Parker for me. But he is, you know... Dude, you remember when Chris Evans was the Human Torch in the original Fantastic Four?
That's kind of where I was hoping you were going with it.
Yeah.
They renew his contract, but it's for the Human Torch.
He's back. No, Chris Evans is the Human Torch. He was, you know, the daredevil bad boy. Yeah. You know, that everybody was about. And I think Andrew Garfield could pull that off. Yeah. He wasn't a nerd, Peter Parker, but he could be a cool Human Torch. Yeah. So giving him another shot at redemption into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, that would be sweet because I like Andrew Garfield. Yeah. So we'll see. But
if this happens, I swear to God, if it's another flop, I'm never seeing a Fantastic Four movie ever again.
Never again.
I didn't even see the last one because just watching the previews, I was like, no. I was like, I can't.
Yeah. No, dude. Who was it? It was Michael B. Jordan as the Human Torch, which is funny because they brought him back as the bad guy in Black Panther. That would have been a cool Blade move, Michael B. Jordan.
Okay, yeah, I can see that one. Yeah.
But and Miles Teller as Mr. Fantastic, but he's just not old enough to be Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, Mr. Fantastic's supposed to be
up there,
probably like late 40s.
I would say. Go with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you get somebody younger playing that, it doesn't work.
And I don't even remember who the other ones were.
Like I said, I didn't even see it.
Yeah.
I barely remember it being a blip on my radar.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But
it was bad.
Yeah, because I saw, you know, a hint towards a Fantastic Four. I was like, okay, I could see that. Obviously, the Fantastic Four, as far as the comics, was a big part of Marvel. You know, so they want their big name characters to be a part of the cinematic universe. Bringing them in through, you know, one of these realms. That's the thing about having all these realms, about having all these multiverses, is you can work in any character you want and just be like, oh, there's this new realm that we've discovered that is called whatever, and this is where we found this character.
This is the Flibbity realm.
Pretty much,
and the Flibbity Flouters are here.
Like
that would be my Marvel movie. The Flibbity Flouters. The Flibbity realm with the Flibbity Flouters. Did you guys see that Flibbity Flouter movie? It was fucking awesome. But no, yeah.
Just trying to talk about that would be a pain in the ass.
But no, you're right. It gives the creators of the Marvel movies so much creative control.
Yeah.
The possibilities are literally fucking endless.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is you look at it, it comes from the comics, and they did it in the comics for the same reason of, oh, we want this new character, but we don't know how to introduce him. Well, we have this new realm that, magically appeared out of nowhere, and here's this new character kind of thing.
Magically delicious.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, so I think Fantastic Four is important to have in the MCU. It's a bummer that they all sucked. Yeah. So,
they are cool characters.
Yeah.
And it is a cool team, but yeah, the movies definitely just screwed them over royally.
Yeah. The Silver Surfer was so bad. They were also bad. Okay. Let's just not fucking talk about it.
Anyways, on to the next one.
Yeah, on to the next. Well, you and I went to a burger joint last night.
Yeah, pretty good too.
Yeah. It's a chain, but it's not like a huge chain.
Mm-mm.
I like talking about food. So
yeah, you're definitely a foodie.
Yeah,
dude, I low-key, when I asked you about the hot dog joint, I didn't think you were gonna know of one, and then you came back with a hot dog joint, and I was like, this motherfucker knows a food place for everything.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, I love food, and I love exploring little shit.
But the fact that you knew a hot dog joint
right off the dome, yeah, I know. It's bad.
Too much.
How I don't weigh 400 pounds is beyond me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we went to Cold Beer and Cheeseburgers.
Which, first of all, great name. Just
yeah, right. Really straight to the point.
Well, and that's the thing is people, people are like, you want to go get cold beer and cheeseburger?
Yeah, dude.
You know exactly where you're going.
Yeah. And I know exactly what I'm going to fucking get.
Yeah, a cold beer and a cheeseburger.
Yeah. So, that being said, insane beer list.
Yeah.
Really good beer list. Not only do they have a lot of drafts and a lot of bottles, they have a lot of cans too, which I think is cool because a lot of restaurants don't carry cans. It's just bottle and draft. I like it when they carry cans because there's a lot of things that you can't get in a can.
Yeah.
Or can't get in a bottle. It's just strictly cans.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Well, they also had a lot of local beers too.
A shitload.
Which is something not a lot of places do.
Yeah, at least out here.
Yeah.
I know a lot of more. There's a lot of bigger city spots that do it, like a lot of LA.
Well, yeah, I mean for here locally.
Yeah, Portland, Oregon is a big one. Seattle, things like that. But yeah, here in Phoenix, there's not a lot.
I'm just talking about here. Yeah. I mean, you go into a place and you're like, what can I get as far as drinks? And they're like, well, here's the same menu you see everywhere else with maybe one or two different things.
Right.
But the fact that they had easily like 20 to 25 local beers, I thought was really
super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool. Their burger list, wild.
Yeah.
Wild. You got
the open pit.
The open pit. It was a barbecue burger, right?
Yeah. So it had a onion ring. Mm-hmm. So it was the patty, I think pepper jack cheese.
Yeah.
An onion ring with barbecue sauce and I'm missing one ingredient. I can't think. Maybe it was pineapple.
Bacon.
No bacon. Yep. Bacon.
Yeah. And then I got one. It was the Rio something. I don't remember what the name was. But it was cool. It had pepper jack cheese. It had guacamole and jalapenos, and three for a little bit of loop sour cream on it.
Yeah. That kind of when you said that, I was like, sour cream with all that? Like,
yeah.
That's
it was kind of like a mayo substitute.
Yeah.
Essentially, but it was like a straight up Mexican cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Is what it was. And it was fucking dope.
Yeah.
Oh,
I could tell you enjoyed it because you finished yours before I finished mine.
Yeah.
And I ate like a motherfucker.
I inhaled that.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. It was good. Now, the most important oh, well, actually, no, not quite. We each got a beer. We each got our favorite beer, Sonora White Chocolate, which not only is fucking delicious, but it is a local.
Yep.
So that's cool. If you haven't tried it, if you have a chance to try it, there's a little monkey on the label, and it tastes like the best combination of beer meets chocolate milk.
Yeah, they sell them at Bevmo and Total Wine.
Yeah,
those are the only two places I found that like they don't sell them in just regular grocery stores. Yeah, but Bevmo and Total Wine have it, and then like the bar we used to go to used to have it, but they don't anymore.
Yeah, calling you out, Bar Louie. got rid of your damn Sonora
Bitches.
white chocolate, motherfuckers.
But I found a close substitute with this cold beer and cheeseburger. So.
Yeah, and it's literally right behind my apartment.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And like all the other burgers that they had too, insane. There's a mac and cheese burger.
Yeah.
There's a peanut butter and jelly burger.
I almost got the mac and cheese, but
yeah. I'm going to Rehab Burger tonight, and I'm gonna get the mac and cheese burger there. So
it's a good one.
pray for me.
Just like the peanut butter and jelly one.
Yeah, I haven't had the mac and cheese burger at Rehab yet, so I'm excited for that. But most important thing about cold beer and cheeseburgers,
the challenge.
the fucking burger challenge, bro. So there's a board on the wall. It's like a chalkboard, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it has like a whole bunch of squares, and like it represents how many patties are on the burger, right? And then there's a square next to it that represents a time frame.
Yeah.
And you have like, it starts off with a 3-patty burger. They're 8-ounce patties.
Yeah, that's the smallest one you can get. Is a 3-patty burger.
It's 3 patties, so that's 1.5 pounds.
Yeah.
So a 6-patty burger would be 3 full pounds of fucking meat. But the kicker is those 8-ounce patties are before cooking.
Yeah.
So
They always measure before cooking, but when you cook it, obviously it's gonna shrink down.
Yeah. So, was it the 3-patty burger? Like the time on it was 4 minutes and 27 seconds.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
But it's not just the patty. Like, it's a full burger. It's the bun. She said there's lettuce, tomato, cheese. Like, it's a full burger.
Full burger.
She's like, you don't have to eat the side, which I think it's funny they give you a side with it, because who's going to be dumb enough to eat that?
Right, for real.
You know? And so...
The goal is to eat the burger.
Yeah, and so I'm just like, just give me the burger.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. I'm thinking that we have to at least give it a shot.
I at least want to try. That's the thing, though. I look at that board, okay? So 3, 4, and 5 were filled out. I don't think 6 to their fucking, what was it, 14?
Yeah, 14.
Dude, could you imagine eating a 14 patty burger?
No.
The time on it was like 40 minutes.
Yeah, the time allowance is 40 minutes.
Which I was like, yeah, I would need the full 40 just to
For real.
think about it. I can only imagine, like, you know,
14 patties.
Like 14 patties.
Yeah.
And she told us, like, oh, you can, you know, cut it up, let it cool off. Like, your time doesn't start until you start eating it. So I'm like, okay, I'm starting to think, like, how can I cut this up to where, like, I can just,
dude,
quick.
I'd probably go for the 5-patty one to start.
Yeah.
I think I could knock that out. 2.5 pounds of meat beforehand.
Well, especially if you can cut it up and stuff.
Yeah, dude. So that's the cool thing. They let you prep it.
Yeah.
But so like I can cut it up into pieces. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it up into small pieces, and literally fork and knife it and just
shovel it in your mouth.
Yeah. Just inhale.
You're gonna cut it up and then go, can I get a second fork? And you're just gonna sit there with 2 forks, like.
Yeah, just like that. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. No, but I'm on board. But it's got to be like the pizza challenge. Like when we did the pizza thing, and here's the thing, I can't help you with this one. So.
I know, so we're just gonna have to go into it like and just like sit across from each other and doing our own burgers.
No, like when we went to do the pizza, you straight up were just like, have you eaten?
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm starving. You're like, let's go do the pizza challenge. Like, neither one of us had eaten. We were both starving. We were like, we know we can do this.
Yeah.
I feel that's the kind of prep we have to do for the burger.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what we have to do is we have to like drink a shitload of water.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just like make sure like we're expanded. You know what I mean? And like,
I don't know how that would work though.
Like we have to drink.
But that's the thing is like they don't let you leave.
No, you can't take bathroom breaks.
You can't take bathroom breaks. So I'm like, if I drink a shit ton of water, I'm gonna want to piss.
Yeah.
And if they're not gonna let me go, that's gonna be hard.
Well, it's like, competitive eaters, they'll do like water or like watermelon. They'll eat like a full watermelon, like the day before, so that like their stomach capacity is still large.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I thought you meant drink a shit ton of water before we go in. And I'm like,
no.
Why? Why would I do that?
No, you just want to make like, because when you starve yourself, your stomach capacity goes down.
Yeah. Which is why portion control is a thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going through because I'm like, dude, I can tell I eat less.
Yeah.
Because my stomach has shrunk down.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And then when you like go to try and eat maybe a portion that you would have eaten before, you're like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
I'm full.
Well, that's how I felt about the pizza that I had the other night.
Yeah.
Like, I had my 2 slices, some garlic bread. I was good. Whereas before, I'd go through half a pizza, and I still would be like,
or more.
Where's the pizza?
Are you guys gonna finish that? That's me.
So, you know, it's crazy to think that that's how the human body works, though.
Yeah.
Like the fact that if you just take a couple days, eat a little less, your stomach is literally gonna shrink down so that you don't need as much food to be full.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is the fact that your body then generates the same amount of energy, if you will, off of smaller portions.
Yep.
Fucking mind blowing.
Yeah. What the fuck is life right now?
But yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
We're gonna have to find a time in a day.
Yeah. To go fuck up some cold beer and cheeseburgers. Maybe not a beer, maybe just water when we're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit. This is heavy. I've never done this before, and I don't know why.
It's actually just the mic's actually really light.
Yeah, well, the base that this mic is on is... Jesus Christ, it's concrete.
So it doesn't tip over. Because it used to have the extender arm on it, and so if you have the mic out here and this isn't heavy, it's just gonna fucking fall.
Knocked Loose released another single today.
Yeah, I listened to part of it. I haven't had time to listen to the full song because I don't use Spotify.
It's
so
fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Like you didn't know.
Yeah.
You know. And they're like, time's almost here, man. Album's almost fucking out. Learn all the fucking words so that you can punch babies in the face on our show. Oh, I'm so high.
I want to meet the person that takes their baby to that show so that I can punch them in the face.
Wait, them or the baby?
I'm not saying. It's going to be a mystery.
You know, I'm not picky.
If it's got a face, it might get punched. You never know. No, but yeah, I did see that. I saw it on Twitter, and I listened to the little like 30-second clip that they had of the video, you know. And so that was one of my plans for this evening, was to download the song and metal out.
Yeah, it's great. It's good.
I don't doubt it.
It's fucking good. It's fucking wicked good, Bob. That's how people in Maine talk, by the way.
Oh, I know.
Fucking wicked.
Because I listened to, there's a stand-up comedian, goes by Bob Marley.
Oh, yeah, that's his name.
Yeah.
I've actually met him.
His real name is Bob Marley?
His real name is Bob Marley.
That's cool.
And
I figured it was one of those, like, he got it legally changed because he thought it was funny.
No, his name is Bob Marley. And most people probably know him as the detective from the Boondock Saints.
Yeah.
But, no, when I was in college, my fraternity, we hosted a comedy show, and we brought him to our college, and he hung out with all of us, and, like, just shot the shit. We all got pictures with him, and sat front row at, like, a comedy show that he put on at my school.
That's cool.
Yeah. And he's a super cool dude. He's so funny.
Dude, he's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
He comes into town, and he'll be on the Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
Yeah.
You know, the big morning show.
Uh-huh.
And those two sitting across from each other talking is fucking hilarious. Like, I'm in tears every time these two are with each other, just because they're so funny. But yeah, listening to him talk, so I know.
Yeah.
You know.
That's like he's one of the biggest things to ever come out of Maine, I think. There's not much else.
I mean, but props to Maine, because it's a good one.
Yeah.
You know.
He's funny as fuck. But yeah, that's exactly what he sounds like. What I was doing,
like. Well, that's what's funny is when you said that, I thought of him.
Yeah.
And then you were like, "That's how they talk." I'm like, it's weird because I just thought of somebody who talks like that.
Yeah. Maine is a whole different world.
He uses the word "wicked" a lot.
Wicked.
It's wicked. Yeah. Too funny.
Gotta go park the car. Speaking of Mainers, what was? Yes, the 23rd. Yesterday was my mom's birthday. That bitch is 50 years old now.
Damn, just calling it out on the air. Huh?
Yeah, dude.
Just
Half a century old.
Gonna be all over the interweb now.
All over the internet. Ma, you ancient. So funny. I called her, and this lady does not know how to work a phone. Right?
Well, yeah, no. 50.
Maybe a landline. She's like, I can receive pictures and I can send a text, but I don't know how to send a picture. like, oh, okay, Mom. But no, I called her, and she never picks up the first time, right? But she did, and my first reaction was, oh shit. And she's like, what? You surprised I picked up my phone? I was like, well, yeah, and also that a 50-year-old woman knows how to work it. She was not happy with me, but she's like, need I remind you that in 10 days, 11 days, you're gonna be 28. It's like, cool, fuck you, Mom. She's like, you're almost 30. I know you're rolling your eyes at me because you're older than me. Cody's already over 30, just so you guys know. Called it out. But
I have no shame in that because
yeah.
I still get fucking ID'd for everything.
Yeah.
And I have to show people my ID just to prove that I'm actually 31.
Yeah.
Like, legit. It baffles me.
Yeah. And then people think I'm older than I am because I have all these gray hairs.
Yeah. That's the other thing. I'm blonde, so the gray doesn't show.
Yeah.
I'll find like one or two like in my eyebrows, but everything else is just blends.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, my mom's 50. It's wild. It's strange because it's like I think back and I remember like as a kid when my mom was the age I am now. Like because when my mom was 28, I was 6. So I have memories of that period of time. And then thinking back, I remember a time where my grandparents were the age that my mom is now. And that's strange as hell. Yeah. Dude, like, and my mom is a grandparent, you know? Like, thinking about, like, this age progression is wild. Time isn't real. Like,
no, it really is. And I feel that because I'm in the same boat. Like, that's what's crazy is, like, and sometimes you forget. And then it's like, come the birthday, you're just like, holy shit.
Yeah, where'd all the time go?
Yeah, because I'm in the same thing. And I think about, like, my grandma who, you know, used to be the age that my mom is now, and just the like physical appearance, it changes and everything. And you're just crazy. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. And sometimes the number is just astounding. You know what I mean? My grandmother is turned 83 this year, I think. Yeah. 83. Wait. Yeah, 83. And dude, like, that's a high number. Yeah. You know what I mean? And she's like having all these surgeries, hip replacements, knee replacements, full-blown dentures. You know, she's a crazy toothless old woman. Yeah. And she's borderline the Terminator because of how many like joint replacements she's had. Like, it's just, man, it's crazy. Yeah. Dude, have I ever told you how crazy my grandmother is?
You mean besides just now?
Yeah. No? Oh my god. Story time, guys. You ready for this? So, my grandmother is fully 10 million % convinced that she's going to live to be 120. Okay? Because her spirits told her so when she was like in her 20s or 30s. So she's been a crazy old bitch for a long time. Okay? What? Hello, what are we talking about? We're talking about my crazy ass grandmother.
Crazy old ladies.
Crazy old ladies. So she's been convinced for a very long time that she's going to live to be 120 years old. Okay. Okay. 83 now. So she's well on her way.
I was like, she definitely about it.
But another 37 years? You know how old I'm going to be in 37 years? Holy shit. I don't know if I'm going to make it that long. Okay? Now, she is convinced that people tried to talk to her from the other side all the time. Okay? So, one day, of course, it's one of the rare occasions where my family has, like, a full family dinner.
Mm-hmm.
This never happens. It's not my family style, whatever. My mom, my dad, my grandma, my grandpa, my sister, me, my uncle, my aunt, like a full table.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there, we're eating tacos, we're having a good time, right? And the fridge has an ice machine, right? And when the ice gets made, it dumps into the bucket so you can fucking...
Yeah.
It makes a noise.
It's an ice machine, yeah.
It's an ice maker. It makes a fucking noise.
Yeah.
Right? So the ice tips into the bucket and ice falls into the bucket and she goes, "Yes, Daddy, I hear you." At the full ass dinner table. Like her dad is speaking to her from the other side through a fucking ice machine in my fridge.
Okay, but I mean, let's think about it. There are people in this world that cannot sleep in a house by themselves because they hear that noise and they get paranoid and think that something's coming after them.
Yep.
So, that having been said, hey gang.
45th president? Or...
That having been said, at least your grandma's older and has that going for her and can be like, you know, you can just kind of be like, oh, she's just kind of losing it. I know like 20 and 30-year-olds that'll go through the same thing, hear an ice machine and go, oh my God, there's spirits. Oh my God, there's killers outside. And I'm just like, it's a fucking ice machine.
Yeah.
It does the same thing once an hour. Like, get your shit together.
That's not the end of the story, though.
Oh, God. I thought it was.
Anyway, 45th president is Donald Trump, by the way. So if Donald Trump is watching this, that'd be really weird. I freaked myself out with some basic appliances. Okay, fair enough.
That seems like something he would do.
Yeah. So, of course, she says that to her refrigerator. Or, not her refrigerator, my refrigerator. And all of us just go dead silent. Right? Nobody is looking up. Because we know, as soon as we make eye contact with somebody, we're going to fucking lose it. Right? But me, being the 13, 14, 15-year-old asshole that I am, I'm the first one to look up. And I lock eyes with my mom. And we both start just fucking dying laughing. Tears, man. This is a username I created in 2013. It was intriguing for a while. But now that we know who the 45th president is, it's become quite divisive. Fair enough.
Dude, that would suck.
Fair enough.
Great topic of conversation, though.
Yeah.
I mean, holy shit.
Yeah. So, of course, the whole family starts dying laughing at the table, except for my grandmother.
Well, of course.
Who gets all butthurt.
She's serious.
Yeah, it gets all butthurt. And she's, I know you fucking think I'm crazy. And I was like, well, yeah. Yeah, we do. But yeah, that crazy old bat. No, it's so funny.
I don't know, man. I feel like if I'm at that age, even if I don't truly believe it, I'm still going to do shit like that just to fuck with my family.
Dude, you get away with so much shit as an old person.
And that's why I can't wait to be old.
Yeah.
I can just do whatever I want. Nobody's going to say shit. They're just be like, oh, he's just old. He's crazy. You know, I'm like, yeah, I am.
But not really.
Yeah, but I know exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I wonder that sometimes. I wonder sometimes if, like, older people are just like, watch this. Like,
and then they shit themselves, so somebody has to wipe their ass.
They're just thinking to themselves, what is the most disgusting, inappropriate thing I can do and get away with? And that's when they just start shitting themselves.
Yeah. Yep.
Can't wait. It's going to be so good.
I can't wait to be old enough to shit myself and it have to be socially acceptable.
I'm planning
That's
out.
the goal.
I'm planning out my times already. At the age of 31, I'm like, dude, when I'm 80, I'm gonna just start shitting myself.
My 80th birthday. That's the time. That's how I'm gonna celebrate. I'm gonna shit my pants and have somebody wipe my ass for me. Okay. Well, that was off the rails. So we talked about music. We talked about food. We talked about Marvel for a long ass time.
Yeah. And then we talked about getting old and shitting ourselves.
Yeah.
Progressive.
Yeah. The karaoke competition is getting pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, so I went last night thinking that you were like qualifying. And then you told me that you had already qualified. I was like, this motherfucker.
Well, I mean, I wanted everybody to go just to like go because it's fun time. But no, I thought the qualifiers, or I knew the qualifiers were done. I thought the in-house finals were next week because an email got sent to me saying that they were next week. The in-house finals are actually on August 5th. So we need to roll through deep with a big ass crew on August 5th, and I need everybody to get hype and start a mosh pit for me.
Yeah, I was like, I'm telling you, let's just get everybody, and then you can do some like punk rock song, and we're all just gonna mosh around.
It's gonna be great.
We're gonna destroy the bar.
Perfect. I want somebody to get thrown over the bar.
I can make that happen.
That'd be dope.
I'm a tall dude. I got a lot of leverage. I'll find the smallest person there and just start chucking.
Chuck them.
Careful, because that might be you. So.
I'll keep singing.
I know you will.
Singing.
That's why I know that like if we started mosh pitting in there, you would keep going. That's why I was like, let's do it.
Yeah.
That's the same one you just read.
No, I know. I'm trying to figure out what that fucking emoji is.
Oh, the face?
Yeah.
It's a somebody from Twitch. It's like a Twitch partner emoji thing, and then the one above it is Meat Man, I think.
Meat Man? That's my porn name.
Something like that. I don't know. It's a game I never played, so
I'm not in any porn
that you know of.
Yeah, I know, right?
I am.
Yeah, so that's cool. The karaoke competition is getting pretty wild. Also, I'm wearing white socks. Right? I'm gonna just throw them out here. We went to Ross yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday, and all my socks have always been black. But I pulled the trigger on some Stant socks, one pair of black ones, and these white ones. These are like athletic socks, though. They're like compression socks, and they're really, really nice, but they're white, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. Is white socks not the flex, or is it the flex?
I don't know. Sure. My socks don't show. I wear ankle socks, so I feel like the past like 4 podcasts, you've had your foot up on the table.
You're right.
Like thinking about it, I'm like, this dude is either showing off his shoes or his socks,
or my socks.
His leg just ends up on the table.
In every single one. You're right. That's whoops. I don't know. Maybe I just have to get a new pair of socks every podcast. Maybe that's gonna be our thing. Like
that can be your thing.
Yeah, dude.
I don't wear
this week,
high socks.
This week, the socks that Dakota's wearing are.
Drum roll, please.
I'm gonna fucking do it. That's a thing now. We're gonna have a sock segment.
Ooh.
Yeah. Welcome to Dakota's sock segment.
Gonna have to start making fucking screen texts and stuff
for shizzle.
Get a little what are they called? Jingle going.
Ooh.
I'm kidding. I'm not.
This is Dakota's sock segment.
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, I don't know. White socks. I don't know if it's the flex or not.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of like Hannah said they look good, so I believe her. But I also believe that she would, tell me that because she's a little biased, being my girlfriend. Like, yeah, babe, they look great.
Don't do that. Stop that.
I don't know.
Don't do that.
Be
honest.
She's got a good sense of style. She's wearing a really cool Aerosmith shirt today, actually. I liked it a lot. It was like this like acid wash heather gray like Aerosmith shirt. I was like, you're so fucking punk rock. Or classic rock, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, technically that's classic rock. At this point, it's considered classic rock.
Yeah. When did Motley Crue become classic rock? Bowling Pursuit.
Sung by a punk band.
Mm-hmm.
Which was weird.
Yo, speaking of Bowling Pursuit, they're on tour right now with Real Big Fish.
Mm-hmm.
It's their 25th anniversary tour. Holy shit, they've been around forever. Everybody knows that Bowling Pursuit has that one ginormous guitar player.
Mm-hmm.
The lead singer, he is now close to the same size as that guy.
Really?
Dude, he gained so much weight. He's huge.
Yeah. I mean, he was chubbier back when they were like big, but he
now,
definitely wasn't that big.
Yeah, no, he's huge now. Like, one of my friends, I went to the show and like I saw Snapchat videos. I was like, it sounds like the same guy, but did they get a new singer? And I looked it up, and sure enough, no, it's the same dude. Just
so it's pretty much the opposite of what Papa Roach did.
Yeah,
because that dude lost shit. And when he came out and was all thin, everybody's like, "Is that the same dude?"
Yeah.
Like I, for the longest time, thought they got a new lead singer.
Yeah.
Nope, he just lost a lot of weight.
Jacoby Shaddix. What a fucking name.
Yeah, that's quite a name. A lot of these, I feel like people go and get them legally changed.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like Greg just doesn't work as a on stage name.
Hi, my name is Greg Jones. No, Jacoby Shaddix. Cool.
Oh, excuse me.
I've got nothing else.
Me either.
I'm tapped out.
Yeah. I'm getting hungry. I need to eat.
Yeah, for shizzle. I'm about to go get mac and cheeseburgers with my babe. Let's fucking go. I'm hyped about it.
Well, this has been fun. Oh, you're standing up already.
I know. I'm fixing my shirt. It like rides up.
Oh, that reminds me. I gotta finish my laundry.
I brought your shirt. You're welcome.
Yeah, a shirt I wear only when I'm doing laundry.
Well, it's been real. As always, dude, we got a lot of people like
discussing,
talking to us today, so that's fucking cool as shit. We appreciate y'all. 45th president. I don't know if you're still listening, but thank you for tuning in.
Mick Spanks.
Yeah, Mick Spanks talking to us for a while.
Good topic of conversation.
The PMZ Lalo asked what we were talking about, and I think when I told him that we were talking about my crazy ass grandmother, he was like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm out." But yeah, it's been a cool podcast. It's been
fun.
It's been a good one.
A lot of Marvel.
So, tons of Marvel.
Can't wait.
It's gonna be great. All right, well, that's all we got. So, catch you next week, right?
Yep.
And do things nice and stuff.
I like that. Let's go on that.
Okay, cool.
Do things nice and stuff. I'm about it.
Bye.
Later.